Let me reveal a truth that the glitz and glamour of this world are desperately trying to drown out, with the thunder of samba and the blinding flash of neon lights. That hollow feeling? It is a silent scream from a soul that is starving for meaning. As your guide on this journey of mental mastery, I have watched too many kings collapse upon their own hollow thrones. Have you ever felt it? Right in the heart of a sun-drenched Rio or a bustling Sao Paulo cafe, your chest suddenly becomes a silent black hole. We are so busy sacrificing our lives on the digital altar of social media, chasing likes, that we let our true selves wither away in the shadows of loneliness. I once had a friend. He was the very image of success. A penthouse overlooking Copacabana, a fleet of supercars, but behind the camera's flash there was a midnight sob over the phone. He told me, "I've built a perfect empire on a screen, but when I look in the mirror, I don't even recognize the stranger looking back." Do not become the next victim of this performance called borrowed happiness. There is an ancient power, a secret that Stoic warriors use to keep their pride unshakable amidst the storm. Here at Modern Invictus, I don't teach you how to exist. I teach you how to awaken the Invictus within, a soul that is truly unconquerable. Step into my world. We don't go searching for light outside. We become the sun ourselves. Habit 1. Live for the moment, not the pixels. Let me unravel for you one of the most sophisticated and brutal illusions of our time. The blind faith that a moment only exists when it is captured in pixels. Without even knowing it, we have turned ourselves into ghost hunters on a screen, frantically collecting digital shadows while letting vivid reality slip through our fingers. A true Invictus, a warrior of the mind, understands that supreme power is never found in fleeting likes. Those are nothing more than soulless numbers on a cold sheet of glass. True happiness hides in the silence of a single breath, in that unshakable connection between your soul and the universe, right here, right now. Picture yourself standing before a burning sunset at Ipanema Beach. The sky is stained blood red as if painted by a god. While the crowd around you is frantically raising their phones to capture the light, I want you to perform a ritual of the strong. Put that device deep in your pocket. Close your eyes. Feel the lingering warmth of the day caress your skin. Let the rhythmic crash of the waves become your very heartbeat. In that instant, you are no longer just a spectator. You are the sole owner of that existence. The greatest memories don't belong to iCloud. They are carved with fire into your soul, becoming an eternal part of your consciousness that no algorithm can ever touch. Presence is the treasure the mediocre always miss, yet it remains the secret weapon of the Stoic masters. Tell me, do you have the courage to live without digital proof? Habit 2. Choose your tribe. Let me lead you into the sanctuary of selection, that sacred space where the line between a warrior and the defeated is drawn by nothing more than the people you allow to share your shade. Here, in our passionate Brazil, we worship connection. We live for open arms. But few are awake enough to realize a brutal truth. Not every hug brings warmth. Some are meant only to tighten around you and drain your very life force. As a guide for souls hungry for greatness, I call this the law of the tribe. You are the mirror image, the mathematical average, of the 5 souls you invite into the inner sanctum of your life. I once faced an entity, a colleague, whose every word was a drop of poison, a toxic cocktail of complaints and blaming fate. After only 15 minutes, I felt as if my soul had just dragged itself through an exhausting desert expedition, while he stood there, unaffected, like a ghost who had just feasted on someone else's light. A true Invictus warrior never allows these energy vampires to haunt their fortress. Cutting off toxic connections isn't an act of selfishness. It is a supreme ritual of spiritual hygiene. Happiness and negativity are psychic viruses with a terrifying rate of infection. Choosing your tribe is how you choose the vaccine for your own destiny. So be brave. Take up the shears of freedom and cut the cords pulling you into the abyss. Tell me, are you ready to purify your world? Habit 3. Memento Mori, remember you must die. Let me lead you into a dark chamber of primordial wisdom. The only place where the light of true life begins to roar. Memento Mori. Do not tremble at the name. In the world of Stoic warriors, death is not an enemy waiting at the end of the road. It is a silent advisor standing forever at your left shoulder. This awareness of our end is not a death sentence. It is the most powerful stimulant ever known. It transforms every breath into a symphony of absolute presence. Every morning, as the first light begins to weave through the palm trees of Bahia, or illuminates the steel skyscrapers of Sao Paulo, I perform a secret ritual that few dare to face. I stand before the mirror, look deep into my own eyes and whisper, Ken, today might be the last time you ever witness this blazing sun. Does that sound dark? No. It is the most liberating moment a human being can achieve. When you truly accept that your ticket can be revoked at any second, every trivial burden vanishes like mist before the ocean. You will find that you no longer have the luxury to waste even a single second on pointless arguments with a mailman, or let your mind be paralyzed by a minor typo in a work report. Why worry about scratches on a car when your soul is screaming to fly high? Death is the fire that burns away the trash of fear and vanity, leaving only the golden core of a life worth living. Live as if you are burning through your final carnival, vibrant, proud, and completely without regret. That is the essence of an Invictus. Tell me, are you ready to die to your illusions and finally start living? Habit 4. The Inner Citadel. Master what you can control. Step with me into the concrete labyrinth of Sao Paulo at the peak of rush hour, where the gridlock of cars coils like massive, suffocating serpents under the sweltering tropical heat. In the heart of this chaos, you will see thousands of souls literally strangling themselves with hopeless rage. But I am here, as your guide on this Invictus journey, to reveal a secret sanctuary that no storm on earth can ever touch, the Inner Citadel. Our philosophy is crystal clear. Do not waste your divine power trying to command the flood. Instead, focus every ounce of your being on steering your own ship. You can honk that horn until your hands bleed. You can scream until your throat is parched and raw. But the brutal reality is that the world will not budge. The mediocre choose to be slaves to their environment, letting their heartbeat and blood pressure be hijacked by things they cannot touch. The Stoic warrior is different. They know that ultimate freedom lies in the power to choose their response. In the middle of that very same chaos, I choose to smile. A mysterious smile of the one who holds the keys to serenity. I open an audiobook. I let the wisdom of ancient sages fill the air, transforming a cramped car cabin into a radiant cathedral of knowledge. The traffic belongs to the world, but my attitude? That belongs to me. When you master the silence at the center of the storm, you become the uncrowned king of your own life. So, tell me, will you continue to scream hopelessly inside your iron cage? Or will you start building your impenetrable fortress today? Habit 5. Amor, to love your fate. Let me lead you to touch the most radiant flame in the inner sanctum of unconquerable spirits. Amor Fati, the love of fate. This is not a weak, pathetic resignation to destiny. No, this is a defiant kiss upon the very scars that life has carved into your flesh. An Invictus warrior does not merely accept what happens, they crave it. They transform every catastrophe into a verse of the grand epic they are writing, with their own blood and tears. Look at a real story from our own sun-scorched Brazil. I know a painter, a genius, whose life decided to test him in the most brutal way imaginable, by cruelly stripping away his right arm in a horrific accident. The world thought he would collapse into the abyss of despair. But from the smoldering ashes of loss, a mystical power ignited. He did not beg for pity. Instead, he learned to command his toes to dance across the canvas, creating masterpieces so soul-stirring that even the most skillful hands could never hope to touch them. That is the essence of Amor Fati. The moment you realize that adversity is not a barrier, it is the ultimate catalyst for a more extraordinary version of yourself. When life throws those bitter lemons at you, do not settle for a mediocre glass of lemonade. Have the courage to take those seeds of agony, plant them deep into the fertile soil of your will, and cultivate a vibrant forest for your future. Every pain, every failure, every betrayal is nothing more than sacred fuel to feed the fire of your genius. Stop wishing for an easier life. Start wishing for the strength to love every storm. Tell me, will you continue to moan over your wounds? Or will you wear them as the medals of a true king? Habit 6. Guard your mind as a sacred temple. Let me expose a paradox that is as ridiculous as it is tragic in this modern age. We spend countless hours grooming our appearance, dousing ourselves in the most expensive perfumes from the boutiques of Rio, yet we blindly allow our minds, our most sacred temple, to reek with the stench of toxic emotional waste. As a guide for souls hungering for greatness, I call this the ultimate betrayal of the self. You can never build a radiant kingdom if your foundation is a landfill of sensationalist headlines, mindless social media bickering, and cheap gossip. Imagine your mind as an ancient cathedral, housing the very secrets of the universe. But instead of guarding its gates, you throw them wide open to every digital filth imaginable. Every morning, the moment you open your eyes and reach for that phone, you are literally inviting the entire world to dump its trash into your sanctuary. I want you to perform a secret ritual of the strong. Dedicate at least 10 minutes every day to bathing your soul in absolute silence. Pick up your pen, Let it be your sword of light, and carve your thoughts into a journal. Purge your anxieties. Sweep away the shadows taking root in your subconscious. If you do not manually clean the chambers of your mind every single day, the emotional debris will pile up until you no longer recognize the person in the mirror. A pristine soul is the only place where the light of Stoic wisdom can truly dwell and shine. So, tell me, will you stand by and watch your temple crumble under the weight of external filth? Or will you begin the great purge and become a true Invictus with your very next breath? Habit 7. The Evening Review. Audit your empire. As the final lights flicker out on the pulsing avenues of Sao Paulo, and shadows begin to drape over the unfulfilled cravings of a long day, I invite you to step into the most guarded ritual of a Stoic master, the audit of the inner empire. Tonight, I hand you the key that history's greatest kings used to forge their spirit amidst a sea of temptation. Our philosophy is brutal, yet liberating. A day lived without the light of self-awareness is nothing but the smoldering ashes of wasted time. Visualize Marcus Aurelius, the absolute ruler of the Roman Empire, sitting in silence within a cold tent on a frozen battlefield, quill in hand, facing his own soul. He was not a cruel executioner judging himself. He was a sage sharpening the blade of his will. Before you let sleep pull you into the world of dreams, perform these 3 powerful inquiries. What victory have I carved into my destiny today? 2. What darkness invaded my mind and led me astray? 3. And when the sun rises, how will I be reborn to surpass the man I am today? This is not self-torture. This is the ritual of purification, ensuring you never repeat the failures of the past. When you dare to stare directly into your own cracks, you become the goldsmith, turning those flaws into shimmering veins of gold, a testament to your pride. So, tell me, will you choose to drift off in the haze of old habits? Or will you enter your sleep as an Invictus, ready to conquer tomorrow? Habit 8. Gratitude in action. Claim your empire. Let me reveal a treasure forgotten right in the palm of your hand, a power most of humanity blindly discards to chase the ghosts of fame and status. I call this gratitude in action. Do not mistake this for weak complacency or the idle comfort of the spineless. No, this is the pride of an Invictus. It is the realization that supreme happiness is not about conquering what you lack. It is about awakening the fierce pulse of life within what you already possess. Stop for a moment. Look deep into your own hands. Do you see the intricate lines? The calluses? Can you feel the warmth radiating from within? These are not mere bones and flesh. These are divine instruments that allow you to seize your destiny, to build monuments to your dreams, and to offer the warmest embrace to those you love. This is a privilege millions are craving right now in hopeless silence. Why wait for the shadow of illness or the sting of loss to finally appreciate the blinding light of your own existence? Tomorrow morning, as you lift a cup of dark, rich coffee from the hills of Minas Gerais to your lips, I want you to perform a ritual of awakening. Do not just drink it like a ghost. Let that bold aroma seep into every single cell of your being. Taste the elegant bitterness as if it were the very last drop of nectar on this earth. When you learn to cherish a single sip as a gift from the cosmos, you officially walk out of the slavery of greed. A Stoic warrior doesn't wait for a kingdom to feel like a king. They find their empire within the very rhythm of their own heart. So, tell me, will you keep chasing distant mirages? Or will you claim your true wealth, right here in this very moment? We have arrived at the final frontier of words, where ancient wisdom yields to the burning power of action. Hear me now, souls who hunger for awakening. Ken Lai and I are not here to gift you dry theories or hollow dreams woven in silk. We are here to step into the arena of the mind with you, a place where every breath is a campaign, and every habit is a sacred blade forged to sever the chains of mediocrity. Do not make the mistake of the greedy and the weak. Do not try to hoard all 8 of these treasures at once. The traveler burdened with too much baggage will collapse long before the first light touches the mountain peak. Right now, in this sacred silence, choose just one habit, one weapon that resonates with the very core of your soul. Declare it in the comments below as a solemn oath, an indelible mark of your commitment to the greatness hiding within you. Remember, the universe does not require a perfect, unscarred life to carve a legend. The true kings of this era are those who carry the deepest scars, those who have tasted the dirt of the abyss yet kept their Invictus spirit, unyielding, unbreakable, and forever refusing to bow before fate. Go out there. Burn like a flame in the dead of night. Hold fast to your resilience. Stay Invictus.